like wheelies.
Today we are out here in beautiful southern Utah answering the #1 question we get asked, and that is, what is the range on these bikes? There's a lot of variables when it comes to range, so when we get asked this question, it's a really hard question to answer. The battery size is obviously going to be a determining factor, but also the size and the weight of the riders, the terrain that you're riding in, the speed that you're going, uphill, downhill, all of that is going to play in. So this is going to be as close as we can get to giving you an actual time and mileage riding these bikes. For the Stage 2 M1, I've got a 60 volt, 35 amp hour battery, and I'm turning an 18-inch rear tire. As far as mileage, I have no idea, but I think I'm going to be riding for 2.5 hours, which is actually terrifying because I don't know if my physical fitness is up to that level. So I'm on the Stage 2 because I'm hoping it's going to give out the soonest.
For the Eride Pro SS, it's got a 72 volt battery, 40 amp hour. Specs on pavement say you should get at least 60 miles. Today we're riding in soft terrain, dry, dusty, and the amount of power that this thing pushes out of it, I think I'm only going to get close to 40 miles. Probably 2.5 hours of solid riding.
I've got the Talaria MX4, which we got 60 volts, 45 amp hours. I'm the only bike that has a gearbox that drives my rear chain. I'm hoping that's going to give me the advantage today. The manual says we can get up to 60 miles on a full charge. We're at 100%. Let's hope to get half of that. We'll see what we got. Let's go.
You guys are gonna have to slow down. I can't keep up with you.
Welcome back.
It's getting hot.
I'm sad to say I still have full batteries.
We got ours.
Where are we at?
5.8 miles.
5.8 miles.
What percentage of battery are you at?
83%.
83% on this bike too.
We're just 100% over here on the Stage 2, guys. Don't worry about it. We're good. Okay, let's talk about the terrain out there. We are literally riding in everything. There is big old boulders from the bottoms of the riverbed. We're in straight sand. It's wild. It's everything. Also, there are cactuses everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So you are very motivated to stay on the track and don't blow it because there are cactuses just right off to the side.
But if you don't hold your line, you're getting a cactus in your foot.
For sure.
Let's grab a drink and then do lap 2.
All right, guys, we're about 8 miles in. I'm still full battery. I'm just out here trying to keep up with these boys who have both ridden single track their whole life and trying not to wreck because I know we got a lot of miles left.
Oh! Damn. I don't like wheelies. I don't like them.
That's it for lap 2. We are at 12 miles. The Stage 2 has officially lost one of its 5 battery bars. So we're making progress over here.
12 miles in, 65% on the Eride Pro SS. Where are you at?
Talaria, we're at 62% over 12 miles.
They're all pretty dang close. Pretty neck and neck.
The Talaria keeps me pretty straight. It shot me off in the branches one time, but it left me a love mark. I'll tell you what though. These batteries don't need any fuel, but I do. I'd love some water.
Same. That's deep!
And we're into the sand. Not my favorite. Not my favorite on the emoto. The thing with these emoto bikes is I see the stuff in front of us and I'm like, there's no way this bike can handle it. And the reality is it can. It's me. "21 miles. I got 2 bars left on the stage 2. 2 of 5 bars are left. So over halfway on stage 2.
And I'm at 42% on the Eride Pro SS.
Talaria is at 32%. 2 bars left.
And it is hot. Hot.
They're all less than half.
Definitely when I hit around 53%, the battery life is going down so fast. So I'm curious to see when that one hits a certain point to where if it's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, if it starts dropping off just as fast. There's only one way to find out. Just do another lap.
Lap 4.
Let's go. Let's go do the berm. Definitely powered out. Guys, the stage 2 crapped out. I hit 13 going up that and it stopped full throttle.
I made it to 11% and the bike is telling me no more power. Get back. Don't get stranded. Put that battery on the charger. Bike hit 10%. It's flashing at me to get back. 10%. It's lost tons of power. It's probably only letting me get 20% of the power. 26 miles, 10%. I wish it was a little more. 26 miles is not bad for what we did out here in this heat. But I guess it's time for me to head back and I'll let the other 2 guys finish off their battery life. All right, see you guys by the truck.
While we're out here doing the range test, obviously testing the capacity of these batteries, we want to give you a warning about an overly discharged battery. We recommend that you do not take any battery past 10%, and Ben's going to explain why.
Yeah, and it won't accept a charge if you run it too low. The reason why is your battery's programmed to kick the charger on at certain voltages. If you drop that below the voltage, you won't be able to bring your battery back with your standard charger.
So, here's your warning. If you are riding and your bike kicks into limp mode where it starts going slower, head back to your vehicle. If you are riding and your bike turns off, do not restart your bike and try and ride back. You need to walk your bike back at that part in order to avoid potentially damaging your battery. These batteries are the most expensive part of the bike, so you want to be sure you're taking care of it.
Let's get that bike back, see if it drains and get on the charger.
I have 1 bar left. We are on the road heading back to the van, and my top speed I'm hitting is 31 miles per hour. So we definitely lost power. Oh, here we go. We're dropping down to our max is 25. That's probably limp mode on the bike. So I'm going to turn around, trying to stay close to the road. I don't want to be pushing a bike back. We're done. It's hot. It was long, but it was a great time. Like, this was some awesome riding. We love Southern Utah. We love to get out here on the dirt. What do you guys think?
Yeah, all in all, it was a great day. It was hot, but it was a lot of fun. Any day riding's better than a day in the office. We all went a long ways. Like, it was not easy riding. We pushed the bikes hard. We're in soft terrain, sandy terrain, steep uphills. Should we go down and see what percentage we're at?
Let's start with mine since I was the first one back. I was on the Talaria. I made it all the way back at 28 miles with 4%. And I started feeling a power loss around, I would probably say around 28% is when it was very, very significant. Started feeling it around 53%, but still had power to climb all the hills and do everything fun that we were just barely doing. But all in all, this bike was ripping. So hopefully it was my fault that it drained like it did.
The Stage 2, it's really hard. Honestly, their display is kind of lacking. You're just getting bars. And the odometer seems to be a little bit off because I was riding up till Ben at 30 miles per hour when the last bar started flicking. And I had a significant change in power at that point in time. I was topping out about 20 miles per hour. So the Stage 2 got about 30 miles on a full battery.
Okay, same with the Eride Pro SS. We also just passed 30 miles and we have 8% battery left. We pushed the bikes hard. Like, we were on the throttle. Most people, if you're on a hard packed terrain and you're not riding this fast, you will get a lot longer range than this, but we wanted a real world desert trail test, and there you have it.
I would like to say that the bike outlasted me, because by the time we came in for 3, I was ready to go home, but I was impressed. I mean, the big surprise to me is the Talaria. I thought it would last longer. Yeah. So I'm proud of the Stage2 for keeping up. I think there's no surprise that the Eride Pro outlasted all of them, but as you can tell, we're talking
a few
3
percent.
or 4 miles. Yeah, 3 or 4 miles in the grand scheme of things.
We just did 30 miles on these bikes.
That's
super impressive.
30 miles of hard desert riding. One thing I was surprised at.
Chuck Taylors.
Yeah.
Which was a bad idea.
One thing I was surprised at is all the bikes were pretty comparable. I don't think anybody would be disappointed with buying any of these bikes.
All right, all in all, that wraps up the range test. We had a great day out here. We want to know what videos you want to see, so leave it in the comment, subscribe, and let's get out of here. You guys ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's call it.
Oh, I need a big old Slurpee.
Big gulps, anyone?